gadgetry over in Hookah. Like you said, another grenade goes off this time, and cameraman's botching the engagement upstairs inside of Aqua. For a brief pause, his attention will be elsewhere. Second domino from Nip now falls. That's Pino out of action. So while the attention of Julio, nice shot on Astro, is over towards camera, it means that the remaining two players from Nip are in dire straits and very easy for them to be collapsed upon. But hold on a second, lads. All of the killing is happening, and there's still a minute left to go.
Shot at Muzi there. Obviously, they've no way of
Why
knowing,
not?
but would have probably downed him. Took the mirror window, which was the smart play. Souls, smart as always, getting in there, getting that diffuser down just inside of the office wall, and it's now up to NIP to try and turn this one over. Man count and time working against them. Muzi, he's going to go down. Kamikaze goes with him. That's going to be the opening round going to FaZe. Leveling things up at 4-4 now, but still, the pressure keeps mounting. It is the 1 point of ingress that FaZe have managed, and Astro has hit them for 2.
And now with both of them down, the upper hand goes to FaZe before it swung back in favor of Ninjas in Pajamas on that even footing they found. Utility, not really there right now for FaZe Clan. So what do? Lots of killing to be done in these final 25 seconds. A drop from Cyber will be heard over by Luggage. He's got the attention of one of the players from NIP that's posted up by Penthouse. Julio, meanwhile, off-site, watching for a potential flank through Aqua. Nitro cell from Pino, but he knows it's not going to connect. Cyber caught out by Julio. He'll continue to charge forward, but Bullet's out of time. He needs to get into the bomb site quickly. Cyber, just right now, on a wing and a prayer, but he does it all himself. The final 3 kills for him, and my, what a tail end of that round for FaZe Clan.
Into service and get the plant down, making you work for your wins, essentially. You now have defenders playing inside of security and lobby. This is, please.
Or the bomb site.
Please, just push in, get 3 kills, make it 2. Why not make it 3 on the way through, FaZe? You've already started off. And even with this defense coming in on the south side, FaZe have destroyed NIP. Julio not even a part of the round, and this one's over before it's already begun. 4 kills inside 60 seconds. They find a hole, and FaZe go in.
Now, I know it's going to be easy to potentially blame Julio again, Tim.
No, I'm not going to blame
hold on.
Okay. Let's settle down here, boys.
I'm on the Dez side right now, if you can't tell. Julio does play, for those that aren't the most familiar with NIP. In this particular round, Julio's going to be playing far off site because he expects his team to be able to do what they need to do.
What they're looking for. Psycho, he's out on the flank out towards front lobby as well. He could hit them on the side here if they're not too careful, but they push their way in. They're going for the push straight in towards Pinky. Can they find one? No, Kamikaze with the shutdown. Cameraman has got to do it all, but Muzi doesn't give him a chance. NIP finally get themselves on the board.
FaZe, they are pushing from multiple directions. Cyber, just off camera, is getting himself up onto that double rappel. We've got one inside of Luggage, one inside of 90 Corridor, but it looks like the rotation is coming in. It's all going to be focused to Aquarium now in these final 15 seconds. A good double from Cyber once again. How many times are FaZe going to get away with this? How many times are NIP going to let Cyber dictate the round? Bullet able to get in, start getting that diffuser down, and that's going to be the final kill from that man once again. 3 at the end for Cyber to close things out for FaZe. Just wandering their way into bathroom now then. Psycho gets himself inside of Sunrise, and he might just find himself getting challenged very soon.
I was going to touch on what we just saw. There was a soft wall left next to the reinforcement that has a way for Psycho to get out of dodge if things start to go south. But hey, he's going to frag from his position. Cyber finds one, immediately traded off by Muzi. And these teams, well, like I said, they want to get home, I guess. Astro with a big kill on the Kamikaze, holding us back into a 3v3. Muzi still watching this rotate created. And now it's Psycho's turn to fall. Astro picking up the pieces. Now that Cyber is out of action, somebody on FaZe has to don that mantle, and it seems like it's him.
It's just crazy how everything's kicked off inside of Sunrise inside the first 90 seconds or so, right? I mean, FaZe burned through drones, and I was going to say, when my turn came round to speak, we've gone through about 75 seconds, and they're down to 4 drones remaining, but they just pull the trigger, and they say, let's make it happen. 1 left alone inside a courtyard, and he should be able to close this one out pretty easily. Parker's looking like an angel, but we all know there ain't no Halo there. A 1 versus 3 for Pino, and I think we know which way this half's going to end.
Absolutely, FaZe have got site locked down here. They are established inside a kitchen, and there's a potential opportunity for Souls to be getting this diffuser down. That's one criticism, and the only one I could really make of this FaZe attack. A number of times I've noticed they get themselves inside a site, they get it locked down, they've got control, but they choose not to get that diffuser down. The final kill comes in from Souls, absolutely fine. He was stood inside of a position where he could plant the diffuser for about 20 to 30 seconds there. FaZe, you might just want to take those chances when they present themselves.
I mean, these are questions. These are definitely questions for Nip that, I'm sorry, what was that?
Lads.
Lads. But hey, I mean, Nip is fighting back. They just charge right in. I guess you don't need utility if you you've got guns. Diffuser is down though, and you've got the final boss
Cyber,
of Latin America right now. Cyber inside of Aqua against Pino in a 1v1. Will Pino get there in time? 6 seconds, he definitely can. But Cyber knows this. Coming around the corner! Oh! He pulls it off again, and it's match point for FaZe.
Push.
Oh, he's holding up on the laser gates, as you could say. Inside a kitchen, another adrenaline surge is going to come out here. Well, there's the very first pick for FaZe Clan. And another toxic canister gets thrown down over towards Service. Psycho entering by lobby, and he's just losing his teammates. An engagement that he loses out on again. FaZe Clan are beating Nip now to the punch on every single engagement, leaving Kamikaze and Pino to twist and toil in the wind. Kamikaze checking to the right. He's smoked from the left, and Pino has 3 seconds to pick up the diffuser. It's not going to happen. How about a 7-1 statement map for FaZe Clan to go up 1-0 in the grand finals?
Door. They can think about getting in and getting a plant down potentially, but they're just looking to burn out those smoke canisters.
They'll march in towards the bomb site, as you talked about. Gas lingering in front of their eyes. Psycho now has a prime opportunity to do some damage as he'll watch that same doorway from inside a study. Down goes Souls. Nip haven't sacrificed a single player just yet. Now it's time for the split push to go in. Can Cameraman be able to follow up on Psycho in this spot? Psycho's around the corner. No, Cameraman dusted off. Bullet taking some damage from the shield of the clash. And how about a flawless round to start map 2 by
Pushing
Nip?
off by yourself, essentially being very self-sufficient with the drones that you can use, with the clone, of course, coming in, as well as the nades, the Gon 6. The big issue is for Cameraman. He's already all out of nades, and he's entirely out of drones. Does find 1 kill, and he finds Muzi as well. That is absolutely massive, because he has now completely destroyed the roam, which means the 4 members of FaZe that are pushing in on bedroom side know they're only against 2 playing on site, and another one hits the deck.
Great entry from Cameraman there, really doing some damage to this NIP side. Pino finds himself essentially in a 1 versus 5 here as Kamikaze lies bleeding out on the deck. He will be finished off by Cameraman, and he has had a real round here. Souls goes in, starts to think about getting that diffuser down, maybe just put off by the kill that comes in from Pino onto Cameraman, but it will be successfully completed this time around. Pino's going to have to make a move here now. He's got about 35 seconds to do something about this if he wants to have time to disable that active diffuser. Takes a chunk of damage out of Cyber before he manages to find himself Bullet. There is a long way for Pino to go, and he cannot take the next step. Gets closed out, and that's going to be FaZe Clan taking their first attacking round.
Has been Frag City so far. There's more to come as well. Inside a pantry, down goes Astro, buried there amidst the cans. Maybe cans of beans for both of you.
Do you really want to open that can?
You want to open that can of beans?
I'm ready for it.
I'm ready for it, unlike the way that FaZe Clan has been ready for Nip's all-out aggressive defense thus far.
Cyber's just going to hold his angle here for the time being, in from the corridor towards Memorial. He sees the man prone, but can do nothing about it. Cut down by Kamikaze. Muzi finishes off the round there, and NIP with a little flourish at the end, just to finesse the way out of round 3. Back in the lead, 2-1.
As well, and NIP have been really enjoying playing someone off on the roam, looking to play this catch game, and FaZe have just not entertained the ground floor at all.
Absolutely beautiful kill from Bullet there, taking down Julio, just absolutely deleting the man out of Vault. Pino, he strides across no man's land. He's going to be cut down as well. This is all going FaZe's way, but NIP start to fight back. Not before Astro can shut Kamikaze down, and that's going to be another round for FaZe Clan, and they'll level things up to
Psycho, who's basically letting past here, and Souls could do untold damage.
He's going to toss out a grenade in an act of desperation while the rest of Nip will try to get into the bomb site. They've got the call likely from Julio on this spot, and he's going to dance around these grenades. Psycho getting softened up with still a minute to go. FaZe have no chance to be able to get this objective down yet, but they'll clean out the 2 players from Nip who are trying to hold steady. It's Muzi's turn now over by Model underneath the plane, staring into the vault, but he'll be pushed out by a grenade, and now Psycho is down as well. But the diffuser is surrendered, and Muzi will conquer it, sitting over top of it. A mother hen as he watches towards his nest, but he pushes out. Both of these players from FaZe are going to be going from different directions, and Muzi has a single HP as he now comes around 90. Missing out on that bullet pen kill, but a pre-fire from Cameraman will go down deep. I feel like this might be prolonging the inevitable with how little HP Musi has, gentlemen.
I think realistically it probably is Musi just trying to creep his way down 90 corridor here. They're well aware of his presence. Can they get the kill? Yes! As cameraman comes around the corner, he manages to get that shutter speed a little bit quicker than Musi can possibly hit the trigger and takes his man down. NIP are going to have to play this defense completely from underneath here. And Souls, he's just dropped himself down, is going to be looking to move towards the pantry. Bullet gets Julio 2 versus 3 right now.
You talk about bowling, that was a steer, right? Because he just rolls it right through the drone hole. Oh, Nip is down, and except for Kamikaze, and well, me oh my. 4-2 first half, FaZe looking indomitable on the heads of the FaZe defenders.
It's certainly not going to be a pleasant experience in the final 30 seconds of FaZe here if that utility starts to rain down upon them. Pino, he's going to find bullets raining down on him, but Julio once again managing to make his count. Psycho finds Bullet as well, leaving us now in a 1 versus 3 for Astro. And IP have got an opportunity to get the diffuser down, something that reasonably rarely happens for them. Kamikaze is going to go in there and start to put it down, but Psycho finds that final kill. And IP, they get one back, and it's now 3-4 minute now. Still trying to soften FaZe up on site with these vertical nades, but not really having much success at the moment with it. Cyber still established on side of Astro stairs, and for the time being, it is looking like FaZe are just going to hole up here and try to wait this out, but the kills are coming in from NIP.
Oh my, that was very narrowly a team kill, by the way, but the distraction works for Souls as he now swings for the fences, and it's Bullet's turn to try to get to his teammate, but Julio shuts him down. Every gunfight from FaZe is ill-informed, and they are ill-prepared
Cyber
for
flank.
it. Cyber in a 1v3. He's remarkable, and he cuts it down to a 1v2, but he sees the bullets whizzing around the corner. He'll toss out that toxic canister and very narrowly miss out on this one. Diffuser going down, tries the pre-fire. He connects! The diffuser's planted, though. It gives Kamikaze an opportunity to clutch out. Cyber will play around this opening as the Maverick repositions, still getting spam pings. Shots. But around the corner, it's a nice play by Kamikaze. He has not been a force of nature on the battlefield, but he gets the kills that count. Just about to occur. Nobody in Vault right now for FaZe Clan, so Pino and the Maverick of Kamikaze will part ways before then deciding, hey, maybe we will go in the same direction. First player from Nip is to fall, and it's Psycho, but he takes out Cyber with him. Nitro Cell goes down, that claims Pino. Bullet still watching that angle. Vector in hand, long range, not exactly where he wants to be. Down goes Musi, and Bullet could have another as he gets swung on by the doorway. Oh. It's Souls to try and clutch out. It's Souls and Julio now in a 1v1 with a second to go. And Nip will not take the lead. FaZe don't go down with the ship. Souls clutches yet again, and it's 5-4. Will somebody from FaZe be there to greet them? The answer, no. I mean, they were, but Souls gets shut down. Final 30 seconds now, and it's an even 3v3 that very quickly gets traded off to NIP.
Just going to come in here and try to finish the round off NIP, but it's going to be Astro who steps up and is that brick wall that FaZe need. 2 versus 2 now in the dying seconds. 13 seconds left on the clock to be precise. Astro and Bullet pushing in from the Memorial and Pantry side. Musi able to try and get that diffuser down. Pino finds one on the cover. Can he find the second? Not yet. It's going to be the nade. No! Musi gets off the diffuser, finds the shots and the kill. NIP levelers up. We're guaranteed to see all 12 of regulation. Getting onto site and getting some kills, so we've got time to spare.
Well, Tim, they have to use that utility that they have effectively because they're going to be doing exactly what you don't want to do. Run through the same doorways. Astro takes one down, but he has to head for the hills as Cyber falters. FaZe find themselves still trailing in a 2v4. Up the stairs, Astro gets shut down and Nip blocks. They feel they can solve far easier than on any other bomb site. And they get the lead-off pick to show off. Down goes Pino. That Monty down below doesn't exactly have the escort that they want. Now, Julio falls. Musi gets Astro, and then the shield comes out. Psycho gives his life away, but Musi is the follow-up. We are 50 seconds into this round, gentlemen. 50
Every single angle from FaZe. Just each of them taking little chip shots at him here, slowly being stalled back. And Kamikaze and he have got to buddy up here and make this one work. The push coming potentially inside a statue. They step in but miss some critical shots. Cameraman finds Kamikaze and Musi in a 1 versus 3. I think we're all but guaranteed to go into overtime, Parker.
Unless we see one of the most impressive clutches that any of the three of us have ever witnessed. Gentlemen, I think this is overtime cooking. And yes, indeed, dinner's done. It's overtime.
Could play serious spoiler later in the round, particularly when it's time for Kamikaze to try and get that diffuser down. That could be a good opener. Haven't quite confirmed the kill. There we go. Kamikaze managing to finish it off onto Astro. There's 50 seconds left to go, and NIP are going well. There's that Nitro that I spoke about, though. Cameraman finding Muzi. 4 versus 4. 40 seconds left to go.
And here you have Nip now charging over towards 90 with as much as they can, but down goes Julio. It falters. FaZe Clan looking to go to match point, and they've got a one-body advantage to do just that. How close Cyber is to another kill, and he lines up, knocks Psycho down, pivots! It's been a quiet game from Cyber, but he's online. Pino in a 1v4 inside a study. Now he's got a lot of work to be done. He's not able to do it in time. FaZe Clan move to match point.
Cameraman trying to work from underneath, getting out those vertical nades. He's not going to find anybody like that. There is still a clash to be dealt with, and the time is ticking away, as are the lives. Kamikaze shutting down Bullet. 34 seconds left on the clock. Souls trying to do anything he can out of the 90 corridor, just making that challenge. Nade goes down, damage done, but very little.
Now Muzi tries to take out Souls in this 1v1. Dire straits for FaZe Clan as they now circle towards maps and that doorway into Aviator, but they'll have to confront that clash as we talked about. This is a hope and a prayer. Downed and tased as now Souls will lose just HP after HP. And on the flank, it's Kamikaze. These teams are tied up yet again. We're going to need at least one round extra of overtime, gentlemen.
Or onto NIP rather. Souls managing to shut down Pino, leaving us now in a 4 versus 4. There's another big moment from the big man himself, getting Kamikaze. 3 versus 3, however, as Muzi manages to get one of his own onto Astro. 28 seconds left to go, and NIP, they're in a position now where they really need to get moving on towards that bomb site. 3 versus 2. Cyber, Souls combining once again. FaZe, they look like they might have another match point opportunity, and they do as Julio is cut down.
And be the droner for the team. It's not overly ideal, and here we go with the step in. Astro already being taken out.
Psycho coming from underneath, making the move from the basement there and finding 2 big kills. Kamikaze onto Souls. Cameraman tries to dig his heels in and fight back, but it's too little too late as Kamikaze shuts the man down. NIP looking to level things up at 8-8 here. There's 23 seconds left to go, and as the last man for FaZe, the last hope to close this out here, and now Bullet moves in. He gets hit by the goo mine, he gets hit by Julio, and he gets put in the ground as NIP keep fighting on Villa.
Ready by Kamikaze, put back in his pocket. They look for a way in, potentially, as he'll now carve through more of this steel. Down goes Pino as Astro's on the hunt, watching that opening. Now Kamikaze and Psycho don't have the way in that they want. It's Kamikaze in a 1v2. He's ensnared by the Banshee walking forward, knowing that there's one to his left, suspecting there's one to his right. He surrendered the diffuser as well, so kills are what he needs. But the bulletproof camera's staring him down. He'll walk right into Astronomy, but he can't find anything as he continues to move. FaZe play keep away, and they take the round.
In this round.
So final minute now, looking towards this trophy statuary bomb site, as you talked about, and FaZe have Astro coming in on this split push, and I don't know if they have any idea as to where these remaining players are. Astro doesn't make any noise, he's in prime position, and there you have it. All of a sudden FaZe is an advantage, but no, Psycho steals it away. A golden opportunity for Nip to be able to get this one back, and now they have the lead again. Bullet will need to clutch out. You said a hero was needed, Dez. Bullet has to be it. He hears the Banshee open up, and Julio shuts him down. And there's at least 2 more rounds to go. And there's a Nitro cell that goes out, doing damage to Julio, but the Mira's still in retreat. No hard breach available for Nip as they want to go from study onward, and it's Bullet walking right into the waiting arms of Muzi, the attackers with a huge advantage. Nip looking to make this 10 rounds for them, but Cyber being watched out. Muzi shuts him down. Camera from below the Nitro cell goes, but Super Astro's gone, and now Cameraman falls. The first attacking round victory in this unlimited overtime goes to Nip, and now they're on match. I gotta say, the deeper we go into this matchup, and the deeper we go into this map in particular, the more it benefits the experience on Ninjas in Pajamas. And FaZe Clan are just falling apart at the seams now. Their attack running into this brick wall, and it's a 5v2 with the clash still up. They know where their targets are, and they might want to toy with their food, play with their food, but in the end, they're still going to be devoured by Nip. It's Cameraman next as he takes down Muzi. A comeback could be in the works, but not a lot of time to go, Tim.
Pino just approaching the main stairs, or the red stairs, sorry, on a flank here. Does he get his man? Absolutely. Takes cameraman down, and this is over at this point. Astro just fronting up to a clash there. He does have time on his side, but honestly, it's about all he has, because this is going to be an absolute nightmare for him. 1 versus 4 to keep FaZe fighting in Villa. They did, of course, get the first map, but it looks like NIP are going to be taking the second here in Tuscany. Look at the aggression coming out of Julio. He just ticks away. There comes the final shot. It's Pino who takes it. NIP, after 20 rounds on Villa, are able to lock that down and level things up here at the 6th major in Sweden. 1 map apiece.
Villa is this team-based play. 2 on Library, 1 playing out on the east balcony, and they pinch the man trying to retreat his way back into the corridor. Psycho off the board. A 5 versus 4, make it a 5 versus 3 as Cameraman comes alive in the round, makes it 2 for the side of FaZe.
Remarkable stuff now on this entry from FaZe Clan, looking to pick up from where they left off at the start of Villa. Nips map though, and they're not going to go quietly into the good night. Dez, not at all. Pino drops Cameraman, heads for the hills into Trophy. The Trophy in this case was the player from FaZe, but Kamikaze falters as Julio picks up one of his own. These teams trading back and forth. The advantage favoring FaZe at the moment. A minute to go. There's opportunity for these teams to pause should they want to.
Problem is, Parker, they've got the site control. Pino was hoping the bullet was still trying to push it through the front door. He has no idea that he's found his way onto site. Souls doing what he does best, getting that diffuser down, and Julio got a retake to do, but Astro's up on the top floor. Clean and clinical for FaZe, and yes, they get hit on the flank for a brief moment, but it's not enough to shut the attack down. FaZe comfortably taking round 1. They've opened up the office wall with 6 ex-Kairos coming out, but haven't actually looked to take any kind of control. They've left them to be as defenders up on that top floor and are thinking about the side push in. 4 versus 4 into the final 40 seconds or so, and FaZe now starts to get stalled out by the smoke canisters.
Kamikaze taking a bit of damage as a grenade sails on in the Kona station, working to give Musi some life, but it doesn't matter as the grenade lands in his lap and the hot potato's a bit too hot for him to hold on to. FaZe now, after surrendering that opening pick, have found their swagger, and boy, it's working out quite well. Flash goes by and Psycho now has a potential flank, but amidst all the noise and the cacophony, do they hear the bullets from the MPX rattle on out? Souls is in, as you said, doing what he does best, but he's in the midst of gas. No, you need to get out of there, Souls. You're gonna die, my friend. The teams trade out 1 apiece. Psycho and Julio, the last 2. They know where Julio is, but the timer will work in favor of FaZe Clan, and they get the hell out of Dodge. 40 seconds left, with FaZe holding on to this 1-round advantage, looking to make it 2. From above, Psycho will govern over the diffuser, but it's Julio on the main floor to take the fight to those 3 players from FaZe. Still time working in the favor of FaZe, but Psycho gets one. A Nitro cell goes out. All of a sudden, the impacts are working very effectively. Bullet on just a sliver of HP. Look at how little time is left. Can he stop Psycho in the process? He's on the diffuser. He's on the diffuser. You gotta go. He's on the diffuser. You're not gonna get there. What a comeback from Nip. That's a mood booster, and they tie the game at 1 round.
Not exactly starved for time, but you know the pressure starts to build from this point on. A man undroned inside. Well, not really undroned. It's more for the defenders not being aware that he got in so deep once again. FaZe Clan in a wonderful position. A 4 versus 3, but Kamikaze catches out the drop. They've got the drones coming in. They know what's going on with the yellow pings as well. A 3 versus 2. FaZe can win it out. Cyber and Camera doing up at the very end to get another round on board for FaZe Clan.
Marker, we don't see, yes, there are other uses there. It means that maybe you don't need to bring a shotgun because he can do your sight rotates for you. There are other elements that come into that Oryx pick, but using that actual ability to get kills is not something that we see very often at all. Soul's going to get himself a nice kill there as we move into the mid-round here. Cyber just backing him up as well. Headshot onto Musi. It's all going in FaZe's direction, which we would expect on the attack.
Just a little bit. I mean, this is so early in the round, don't forget as well. We're only about 80 seconds in, and what the hell? There's a breaching charge kill coming in. We've had exothermic kill yesterday, breaching charge kill today. What's next?
FaZe's entry has been so formidable, and with the way that this kitchen defense is set up, you're going to look to see teams on defense hang on above to office and bedroom, but they're just unable to do it right now. Another opening pick for FaZe. They answer back. Musi does take down Souls, and that's the Maverick down, but maybe the guns are starting to hit their marks here, gentlemen.
I mean, it's just exploding all across the map. There was pressure coming in from the south, pressure from the north, but NIP, the ones who were coming out on top. Cameraman Well, in the video they had, the Super Focus, he declared himself to be the most passionate, the most hot-headed, the one who loves the competition the most. And here he's got one hell of a competition, a 1 versus 2 to win against Julio and Pino. Both took back on site. We'll have a little bit of help from a ping, but Julio finds a sweet angle through onto him. And NIP get another on the ball. Mind, there are only about 60 seconds to play. He's got himself on the lobby stairs. Cyber hanging just above. And if he can hit NIP on the flank here, oh my god, he could do some damage.
Pino just lurking on the stairs, shotgun in hand, but Bullet knows. Down goes the nade, it will not connect, but there's plenty of connections going on around the map here. Souls managing to find himself one onto Kamikaze. FaZe getting themselves an advantage once again, but he's seriously low health in doing so. He's going to be challenged by Psycho and shut down, and that's the diffuser dropped on the main stairs. 3 versus 3 now as FaZe. They've got work to do. They've got to recover that briefcase. They've got to get a little bit more site control here. Pino maybe a little bit overly aggressive there, just exposing himself and taking damage on those blue stairs. Can he win out this fight with the shotgun? No! The earlier damage taking its toll. Bullet able to shoot him down. Astro has got down to the bottom of main stairs, got that case in hand, but the time is ticking away. The kills come in for FaZe, and they are able to win that out somehow.
Replace him, and given it's now the Sledge in position, I was going to say they can start getting the verticals opened up, but then you remember C4s exist.
3 versus 2 now. Psycho looking to double down on that kill and find himself some more if he can. There's going to be Astro going down, and I'm not sure if it was Psycho again who took the shots there, but it's the long-range angles that are being held by NIP, and they managed to close out that first round. It was important for them to bring that back in to a 3 versus...
Take these engagements quickly with only 30 seconds to go.
And that point, yep, absolutely 25 on the clock, and 3 members still to take down on the side of FaZe, but having to force their way in through a single doorway is never a pretty outcome. Between the 3 members, FaZe, 2 of them playing inside of blue, 1 sat down inside a connector. They can take the challenge onto blue here. If they win that one, it's massive. But Pino, they even know he's here. He's run right past him. Where on earth is he looking in this one? Pino's in and has no idea what just happened. A C4 coming out. Psycho hitting the triple, making a quad. Gets the round, but I have no idea what happened there. All I heard was clown music in my ears.
Sledge can stay up there and do untold damage, then you're going to find yourself in very bad shape.
Really good response coming out here. We saw FaZe do this same move against Damwonkia yesterday, impacting open the office wall, and they try as they might. It's a total shutdown by NIP. They've seen this one, they've studied, they've got the strap book ready, and they know what's coming at them. Souls left in a 1 versus 5 clutch. It's simply not going to happen.
Actually opening up lines of sight. Toxic Vape canisters coming out, but all the lines of sight are doing is allowing FaZe to be aggressive onto them. 20 seconds left to go. It's now or never. NIP, Kamikaze just dips himself outside a trench. He's got diffuser in hand. It's now as NIP rush in. Psycho, Muzi, that's 2 kills, 5v1. And there comes the final kill. I was just about to say you need to get that diffuser in there, but no, they take the round anyway as FaZe scramble for safety and just cannot find any way.
The smoke of Souls is able to greet this and respond accordingly.
This pace coming in is breakneck coming out of NIP, essentially. They're already inside of the site and looking to step in. Moves with the side angle, but they have stopped short of going hyper-aggressive, but a good nade kill comes in. Cameraman goes for the swing. Kamikaze finds another. Souls is about to get swamped. He's about to get cooked up for dinner. 2 of them pushing it, making a 3rd as Muzi finds his double in the round. 2 left standing, but no one is present on site, and this should be an easy plan coming in for Kamikaze. Bullet and Cyber have got some magic to work. That plant is going to get stuck though, Tim, and I can't see how they can win a 2 versus 4.
It's not going to be easy from here. Cyber, Bullet, you've got to get something going, and they almost do, but Pino hits them with the vertical nade, and that leaves Cyber now in a 1 versus 4. Kamikaze sat currently on top of that diffuser. It is not going to be easy to dislodge him. Cyber just working his way back through piano. He's focused on these vertical angles, but nobody's really exposed. Pino sees the movement above him. The pixel changes colour, and he hits his shots.
A couple of trading kills really took the wind out of the attacking setup coming out of NIP. We're in that last 30 seconds, and we've said it so many times this series, guys, but They've got to make something happen with the little amount of time they've got left. This is when NIP looks shaky. Watch out for Cyber, who's banking up blue stairs.
An NIP classic here, pushing in the last 20 seconds, but they're going to be pushing into an Alder. There's the flank that you mentioned, Des. Cyber managing to get himself one, managing to get two. Bullet with one in the middle there, and that's going to be FaZe taking round number one.
Maybe thinking about Elevator, for example. They're thinking about the lobby drop. That makes things a little bit limited, and if FaZe have got their angles set up right, they can find kills. Astro is out inside a lobby and has already threatened one of those hatches. Pino is holding the angle. If Astro can find a second, that suddenly should be the big shutdown they're looking for. But elsewhere, it's Cyber and it's Bullet. They're essentially closing this round out here and now.
FaZe are really proving why they like playing on this map. In particular, their salvation for Ninjas in Pajamas in a 2v3 with 30 seconds to go. But this is a daunting task. There's two bodies from Kamikaze spotted, and I don't know if he can give that info to Pino. He can, but Cyber's there to clean up. And like that, FaZe are up 2.
Tried it, but couldn't find Muzi as Psycho looks to push in, but no, gets cut down as he heads into Janitor by Cameraman to start us off here with 40 seconds left to go. NIP, it's time to scramble, but they can't. Their Cameraman and Cyber getting in there with two for themselves. 5 versus 2 now, and it all falls apart for NIP, if you will. But they've got a lot of work to do, and that is not where this NIP team has been excelling so far today. Short of time, lots to do, has not equaled a good outcome for them a lot of the time. Julio is going to get the kill onto Bullet, so they at least have a man advantage, but I'm not sure they're aware. Oh, Psycho's going in there.
What?
For him and somehow finds the kill. Cameraman, he had every opportunity, but just couldn't get the kill.
Soul's obviously frustrated with that impact, sailing over top of the Thermite. Now it's Astro, the one to try and hold this down. His two teammates, well, he's good enough for one, but the body falls and drops him in that position. Julio will try to collect along with Kamikaze and Muzi. It's a 3v1, and right now NIP are in great shape. Oh, this bullet tree from Soul's being tossed out. He's going to need a reload. Oh, no, he's in a bad spot.
No. I know exactly what you were going for there. A terrible spot, steps in, it's an easy closeout as well.
Break their way in. It didn't hurt them too much in the last round, but it's not going to be easy in this one. There's work to be done. They need to get access onto site itself as well. There comes a second from FaZe. Cameraman Souls giving them the advantage. 4 versus 2 now, surely not a third. You can't keep slow peeking that door.
Blast you away with a shotgun for fun if you're given the chance. Kamikaze's up on top, but they've reactivated the laser gate as well. Another thing to be concerned about. Julio looking to step his way into blue stairs. So they have got the option, but Souls finds the spray down. Bullet doing a wonderful job on blue stairs this round. Finds himself 3, and NIP unable to get even step 1 on the checklist complete.
Its ability to see through smoke. That's a crucial mistake, and very well read by FaZe as they decide that the engagement is worth having face to face. We're going to try to swing in through the windows, but this is a desperate time, and it calls for desperate measures as there's an unfortunate team kill, so much so that the rest of NIP are dying in the middle of the site. Frustration reigns right now as finally Julio gets a pick, but it's going to leave Pino on Repel in a 1v3. Still watching intently, but this round is effectively over for NIP. He'll go onto the roof and give his team an extra bit of time. The timeout already taken by NIP. It was good enough for 1 round, but just like Coastline, this is utter domination by FaZe the first half. 5-1.
He did move back out. He did try and push him towards square, but as soon as they saw the echo inside of stock office, that's when he went below to force Muzi out. Now it's going to get challenged on Bleepers, but oh my god, finds him and really shouldn't have found that kill because Muzi had full awareness of where he was. But this breach being opened up by Souls, they're looking for the execute, and they were excellent at this part yesterday, especially coming in against down 1 Kia. They find 2 more. It's a 5 versus 2. FaZe are going to set themselves up to match point. It feels like match 5 is very, very close.
Oh, and another flawless round for FaZe. There's a push from Bullet to come on in. There'll be Cameraman watching alongside him. And there you go, the down and finish off onto Kamikaze. Not expecting the retreat onto the square stairs. Falling is Cyber now. And a 4v2 for NIP. They look to hang on. Still match point for FaZe Clan. This will be NIP right now, just staving off defeat, and FaZe somehow seeing Psycho, and he's gone from action. Soul's realizing there's a lot more work to be done. If he hops through that window, it's almost certain doom. Julio was still holding that angle. As now Bullet gets spotted out. Very minimal time remaining as he heads back to the square stairs. Doesn't know which hatch he wants to drop down. FaZe are toiling right now, and they are wasting so much time. All Nip needs to do is just sit pretty, and they will certainly take the round. And just like that, the last two players from FaZe very easily found. Nip have managed to win an incredibly important round to keep themselves in this. 2 for Nip, seemingly bolstering their chances of going deeper into this map. FaZe really struggling here on the attack, and this is an extraordinarily defender-sided map that is only going to continue in that way. Another flawless was on the board this time for Nip, but it will not be accomplished. Instead, everyone's just going to push Souls, and it was a rodeo inside of the main lobby. He takes 2 of them down before he himself is dropped, and that's 2 rounds in a row.
He's going to get spotted out here, but manages to get a kill onto Cameraman nonetheless. That's the play for the Monty sometimes, is to just ignore it, but the kills start to come in. Bullet, Souls getting 2. Monty marches on.
Marching straight his way up the hallway. Almost got hit on the side, but just about turns in time to keep himself alive. The shield back up and facing the right way. Kamikaze hits the deck, and call it whatever you want, but the Monty is working wonders, namely off the back of Bullet, who finally finds his march stopped. But one comes in from the back. It's Julio on the flank. What more can he find? Gets res back up, and they've got the cover. Cyber finding it out. FaZe are set to close out the round and the game, unless Pino can work some magic.
Diffuser's down. No, Astro's got it collected, so Astro can now come in and think about getting that diffuser down. Pino, he is currently inside of the hallway, just trying to make a move here. Hit him on the flank. He's getting a lot of information from the red pings, but they know where he is. He gets 1. Can he get 2 more? No! Shut down by Cyber from the rappel, and that's going to be FaZe Clan closing out Bank and taking us all the way to a 5th and final deciding map here in Gävle, Sweden.
If FaZe are getting lax on their droning here and have forgotten all about the fact that you might have a second man in there, keep a close eye on him, because if he stays alive for long enough, this could be a big sting.
Starting to work those windows, but how about that? Kamikaze rips Cameraman off rappel, but Cyber manages to get the trade, keeping FaZe in touch, but NIP still well and truly in the driving seat in this round. They've got Freezer held down, Washroom is still theirs, Cocktail is still theirs. Not going to be easy for Cyber and Astro here. Cyber on low health as well. Astro trying to push in. I don't think he knows the man's in Freezer. He does find the one inside of Cocktail as well as Washroom. It's all down to the Warden inside of Freezer. What can Julio do in this 1 versus 2? He knows he's being pushed. He finds 1. He finds 2. Julio starts off map number 5 with a bang.
I think they're looking for some damage here coming out the front door, because Moosey's holding on to it and hoping they're going to come running round, and sure enough they will. Gets swung on from inside a coat check. Down he goes, a 4v2 for FaZe. They've got the control that they need to close this round out. There's 1 in Wedding. 1 has pushed back down onto side as well. So for NIP, they've got a lot of work to do if they want to close this one out. But FaZe are doing the right thing. They're getting back on drive. But why are they pushing on to Pino? He finds a 3k in the round itself into a 2 versus 2. He's only got a slither of HP remaining though, guys, is the problem. But they've got 50 seconds to play with. Surely they win this one out. Cameraman and Bullet find the 2, and FaZe do get the round.
Utility there, do anything he can at the minute. And Souls just missing the head of the man in kitchen by a fraction of a second. Psycho able to get one onto Bullet to bring things to 4v4. FaZe, they need to find something.
And that was Pino down below, by the way, that was spotted out. The Pulse with the Nitro Cell in hand, no longer available. Nip's guns coming back off live. And, well, FaZe Clan know that they've got these engagements, and they'll go hunting up on the top floor, but then bring the heat to the bomb site itself. Astro can't believe his luck. He's got Julio turned all the way around, but is any more available for him? Objective work going in his favor. Psycho will contend against the 3 remaining players from FaZe. Can they get him in time? They push on up, and yes, they can. Astro takes out Psycho. It certainly seemed like the defenders would at least have a single pick remaining, but no, the answer is no. FaZe Clan and take 2 in a row to be able to do something with this. I mean,
Cyber.
he's in. He's almost in the site. Hello. There's 1 kill for him. How many does he need? 6 to break the record. Well, he's 2 away, 1 away. Can the record be his? Oh, there it is. Cyber sets the record, and there's more for him as well, as he is exploiting this weakness.
How is someone allowed to walk up white stairs and cleave his way through 3 members of the defenders? All too easy. That is how you solo go on to win a round. Both teams have done this several times during this game. A few too many times of my liking. Kamikaze looking to find another, but can't quite connect anything. Cameraman finding the burn onto Pino, and this is looking to be a flawless round coming in for FaZe, unless Kamikaze can do something. Cyber connects a 4K in the round, and that is one way to become a record setter.
But Pino certainly looks aware of the man playing on Cocktail Window.
Let's get Cyber again, trying to find this opening. He might be able to do it. Lines up for 2. How does this man keep getting away with this? Goodness gracious. 2 opening picks for FaZe, and Nip is flattened by that entry.
Such a smart setup. He even finds a triple in the round, and you can feel this is where...
You just got to hold their angles for the time being. They can't get overly aggressive here. Psycho on super low health as well. Just trying to make any challenge he can. Shut down by Souls, and that's going to now leave us 5 versus 1. It's as easy as that. Flawless for FaZe, and they continue on towards a potential title at a 6-man.
Really needed it. That brings 11 kills in this half for Nip. The exact same that Cyber happens to have, by the way. And the Capitao was the one that fell from Cameraman. You know how crucial Capitao can be on this particular map. And on this bomb site upstairs, those fire arrows work very effectively at keeping your opponents at bay. What is going on now? As Cyber walks in, he gets the kill onto Muzi. Muzi's still struggling to find a kill. He'll go 0-6 in the first half, but Cyber collects yet another, and it leaves just Julio alive. Souls will finish him off.
Wow.
5-1 first half, 2 rounds away from FaZe's first major championship.
Positions here, there's a couple out on Cocktail. There's one still holding onto Pixel Spot, but there is one FaZe player bouncing around underneath at the minute that they need to deal with. Kamikaze finding a kill. Another one for Muzi there, 4 versus 2.
And he's right in the middle of the bomb site. All of Nip are. They're swarming on in, pushing the 2 remaining players of FaZe Clan out to the White Hall and into, unfortunately for them, Piano. But there's a fight back from Cameraman. They are not going to go quietly. They'll continue to toss away as Kamikaze completes that diffuser down, and Astro will fall, leaving Cameraman in a 1v... Oh, never mind. A 1vx. No, it's a 0vx. Down go FaZe. Nip get a huge round that they desperately need and deny FaZe Clan match and series and championship. Have to work within those parameters. Kamikaze's the one with the diffuser. To deliver it towards the bomb site, he's gonna have to drop through the hatch, and well, he botches the first flash. There's still a lot of bodies up top. With 20 seconds remaining, it looks like that hatch drop is gonna come into effect. Down into Laundry, Kamikaze will walk through. FaZe losing their second body, a third will follow too. Nip doing an exceptionally good job of boxing them out. Cyber's in a 1v4, and he's looked so fine, but it's a bit too much to overcome. Nip's now fired up, and we got ourselves a match. There really isn't much for them to work with, and they're gonna have to cut right through the middle of this defense in order to pull off a plant.
Bullet's got a very tight angle from the washroom there. Doesn't manage to catch Psycho as he moves across that line of sight. He's able to start repositioning himself inside his sight, but he's gonna shut down Julio, and Bullet, he's on the move. He manages to get himself 1. Pino shuts down Souls, and that's gonna leave us now in a 2 versus 1. Bullet, Cameraman, it's all to do, and it's Cameraman
about what to do next. And it'll go off, pulled maybe a bit too early as he governs over the hatch, looking towards white stairs, knowing there's a body there, but the pre-fire will not connect. Muzi still poised to work towards the bomb site from that exact angle. Nip know they have an advantage, but they cannot start to lose pace, and the momentum might be going in favor of FaZe Clan. They're watching very intently, with the guns on both sides working out very effectively. A drop from Psycho inside of Laundry. Julio taking some damage, and the plant will start to go down. It's now a 2v3. FaZe have everything in their power, and that's the diffuser. Years and years of hard work pay off for the Brazilian squad, and 5 gentlemen earn their first major here in Sweden. FaZe Clan are your champions.